Hey guys, this is Caden. I wanted to make a quick video this morning, talking a little bit about what it means to transition for FTMs, um, and basically what a transition is, because I've had a lot of questions on my Tumblr asking me what I need or they need as a person to transition. Like what can I do? Um, you know, there's there's starting your transition, and then there's questions asked like, um, I don't I don't want surgery, I just want to start T, or I want surgery, I don't want T, that kind of stuff. I think every transition is different for every guy. Every guy is different, from every other, trans guy. We all go through the same things. More or less transitioning, but or we connect on the level of having dysphoria, a discomfort and all of that. But the the way I kind of see transitioning, it's all personal. Every person's going to be different. Not every trans guy wants T. Not every trans guy wants surgery. Um, Having surgeries done is basically just a medical procedure. If you want to transition in the medical, aspect of transitioning, you do need dysphoria to be able to transition in the medical world of transitioning, aka bottom surgery, top surgery, whatever. Even if you want to go on hormones, you need to go to a therapist and go through all of that to get evaluated, for gender dysphoria. So, I mean, you don't really need really anything to transition, in my opinion. There's hundreds of FTMs that won't go on any hormones, won't go under a blade or any of that, and they live their whole lives, happy as happy trans guys, you know. So that works for them. That's great. Other things work for other people, and that's cool too. Um, I just don't think, you know, there's really a yes or a no to you transitioning. If you feel like in your head, you, if you deal with dysphoria, and you want, your body and your mind to. Sorry, my cat just caught a bird. uh, all right, so yeah, um, yeah, if there's many ways to transition. There's not only a black and white way to transition, and not all guys are gonna take this route to transition, and that's okay. I just think the whole like trans FTM, I guess, society, um, they're almost, or like, this is kind of how I see it. It's almost like people are ashamed. If you're an FTM and you are happy with the parts that you were born with. Maybe you hate your chest, but you like what you have down there and it works for you. That's great. I don't think you should be ashamed of that, because um, not all FTMs like what they're born with. Some do, some don't, and that's okay. I think it should be okay to embrace what you have and love, a part of your body that is yours and that works for you, and that you're comfortable with. So I don't know. I know there's like a whole true scum um, terminology, whatever the fucking. I think it's kind of stupid. If you guys don't know what it is, it's just people that believe you need two types of dysphoria to be able to transition. Um, I believe you do need dysphoria, um, to transition, but I don't think you need, first and secondary dysphoria to transition. And even if you have a very little dysphoria, you can transition if you like. That's really all up to you. You're not doing anybody any good or harm by transitioning yourself. So if you feel like you need to transition. If you don't, maybe you want to, there's also a big difference between needing to transition and wanting to transition. Um, FTMs that transition, like I said, it's probably like a last kind of resort, a last option. Um, and they take it because, it's a road to just feeling whole. So needing to transition, there's really no other option for some FTMs that transition, before, like pre-T, for example. They maybe live 10, 15 of their lives, 20 even, pre-teen, non-transition, and there gets to a point where, maybe you're becoming suicidal or other things are, going on, and the only resort you have is to take hormones, is to get top surgery and bottom surgery, whatever you need as a trans guy. I think you're not any less of a trans guy if you don't have surgeries or if you don't take T. You know, it's we're all under like one umbrella. That's what I think people kind of forget to remember sometimes. Transgender is a huge umbrella that fucking 50, 100, different things can go under. So, you're not less masculine if you're not taking T, or if you're taking T and, you love your bottom half or you love your chest, it doesn't make you any less of a trans guy. I think it's stupid when people think that, oh, you like, whatever you're born with, you're not a real trans guy, or you're not, a trans man. That's not how it works. You can't tell. It's not my business what you have in your pants and what you like. It's not your business what that person likes. It's only, the person that has it in their pants. Nobody really should care, what, your genitalia is, or what you were born with, or what you like and what you dislike. That's your fucking problem. That's nobody else's problem. So that should be the last thing people worry about, in my opinion. But yeah, I just think I think society is just fucking coming back, and it's also, another stereotype, that there's feminine trans guys, there's more masculine trans guys, there's this trans guy, there's that kind of trans guy. We're all fucking trans guys, okay? It doesn't matter, what you like. I think everybody, a lot of people just like to split everything up, and we're all the same. We're all here for one reason, and that reason is just to find ourselves and to finally be comfortable with our bodies. And I think that's what people should really be thinking about, not, oh, that person likes his vagina or his penis or whatever, because what's here will always be here. What is down there, you can always change that, if you were born male up here and female down there, like, like I was, my brain will forever be male. That's just what I've always, I feel like, seen the world as male, like other, cis males do. I feel like I've always acted way more male. So, to me, this is always how I've always been. This is one thing, and then that is another, ever since I was a kid. So, and as a kid, I realized that I didn't have a name for it, or I didn't, know exactly what it was, but I knew it was there. So, yeah, I think transitioning is transitioning whatever way you're gonna do it, no hormones, without hormones, natural transitioning, fucking, only having top surgery and having nothing else. Like, that's, whatever makes you happy. Like, Ryan Casada, he's a LGBT trans activist. He's a writer. He's a poet. He's a musician. He's a lot of things. He's an amazing human being. But for example, he only had top surgery because that was what was holding him down for all of those years. His chest held him down for many years, and as soon as it was gone, he was fully, happy with himself and how he's now living his life. He's not on T. He doesn't plan on ever going on T, and I don't believe he plans on getting bottom, surgery either. So it's whatever makes you happy. You don't have to fall into every category as trans guys. I think like these YouTube videos, I watch or used to watch a lot of YouTube videos, and sometimes they would kind of fuck me up because I would see all of these things trans guys were doing, and some of those things weren't what I was gonna do, as what I'm doing as a trans guy. And when I was younger, I didn't really understand that. And now I do, because they have their own journey, I have my journey. Not every trans guy needs hormones. If you don't take hormones, it's not like you're not some people think you're not on hormones, you're not a real trans guy. No, everyone is a real trans guy. Everyone is a real FTM. There's nobody that is less trans because of the way they choose to transition. So yeah, that's just what I think about this whole topic of transitioning and choosing the right transition for you, because everybody is different. Don't rely and don't just go after what everybody else is doing, because that's not for you. Same about, like, for example, like testosterone dosages and levels and that kind of stuff. A lot of trans guys are scared to put their dosage on the internet because they are afraid that other trans guys will use their dose as a reference for their dose, or they might up or down their dose depending on what other people are taking. You cannot do that. You need to be on the dose that your physician, your doctor recommended for you. Also, everybody is different. Everybody will react to testosterone differently, so don't go on the internet and just don't follow what every other trans guy is doing, because that transition or that way of transitioning may not be right for you. You have to see what's right for you. You need to go through your options and do research on what you need as a trans guy. First, I think, really find yourself and figure out what you need. Me, myself, and I've already figured out that I do not need top surgery, because my chest is small enough, and hopefully maybe by a year or so on T, it'll finally be what I want it to be. But I've realized I need T to make my chest smaller. I need T to make my dysphoria better. I need T to grow to make me finally me just happy in the bedroom, that kind of stuff, like and I will be needing bottom surgery later on, because growing has helped me, but not enough. And I know that I would be happier if I got bottom surgery. So that's just what I've come to terms with for like over years. Like, it doesn't take one night, oh, I want this, this, and this, and this in my transition. It probably won't work like that for you. If you have dysphoria because of your chest, you're probably gonna, get top surgery for that. And if you also have bottom, dysphoria because of whatever, you're gonna probably fix that too. But not everybody's the same. So just, I don't know. That's just what I think. If you have any comments or have anything to say about this topic, please feel free to comment. Yeah, I will be making probably a quick update video soon too. But yeah, thank you for watching, and if you have any comments or questions, please let me know. Put them in my Tumblr, ask. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys around. Peace.